Season 7 has come and gone, and we have a new season vehicle to rank. Therefore, it's time to see how it stacks up against the other grand prizes of seasons past. I am ranking the vehicles based on a mixture of their looks, speed, and whether they were worth the season difficulty. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. In last place, we have the Audi R8, or the JB8. This vehicle is incredibly mediocre and forgettable, and I pretty much never use it. At the time, it was cool that it could seat 3 players, but now we have many better looking and faster vehicles that can seat the same number of players or more. Looks wise, this vehicle is also very basic and one of my least favorite in that department. Overall, I don't like this car very much and never use it, which is why it lands in 11th place. Next we have the Raptor. Now I really like the look of the vehicle as I am a big fan of pickup trucks IRL. However, the vehicle is pretty underwhelming stats wise. While it can fit 6 players, many other vehicles can hold the same or more capacity and have much better stats, like the Sentinel, Cybertruck, Monster Truck, and Army Heli. Even if I am playing with a large squad of players, which I pretty much never do, I will never use this vehicle in place of others like the Sentinel. Overall, while I love the look, the stats don't make up for it, so the Raptor is one of the weakest season vehicles. In 9th place, we have the Crew Capsule. Recently, this vehicle has been having a redemption arc, and many players are starting to warm up to it, myself included. I used to really dislike this vehicle due to the speed and hover height, and now I actually think it is pretty decent. It is a really good escape vehicle as it is pretty quick to scroll to and hard for cops to shoot down. I've always liked the look of the vehicle as well, and I love the little rocket animation included. While the spinning can get annoying sometimes, it's still an interesting aspect and makes the vehicle more unique. Overall, while I'm still not a huge fan of the stats, I've warmed up to the vehicle a little bit, and I always use it when escaping the plane. In 8th place, we have the Rattler. Season 4 was a great season, and the Rattler was a pretty good season prize. In terms of cosmetics, the vehicle excels, and Shadow Samurai did an excellent job in the design. I love the custom sound it makes while driving, and I really like the driving effect. However, the vehicle is lackluster in stats, in my opinion. The acceleration is pretty good, but the speed itself is not great, so I don't use this vehicle very often. It is very unique and fun to show off, but not great for grinding purposes, so this vehicle lands in the 8th spot. Next, we've got the Beam Hybrid. Overall, this is one of the most solid vehicles in the game. Looks wise, this may be the most detailed vehicle, and I especially appreciate the look of the interior. The vehicle has great acceleration and top speed, and it has incredible handling. Now, this vehicle would be higher if it weren't for the difficulty of Season 1 New Beginnings. This season was notoriously difficult, and missing even a couple of days would compromise your chance at finishing the season. While the beam is great, it was not worth the difficulty of Season 1, so this holds the vehicle back significantly. Coming in 6th place is the Icebreaker, or the Taycan, the most recent season prize. In my opinion, the biggest issue with the vehicle is the fact that it doesn't match the season theme at all. It is just a car and not winter themed in any way besides the name. With that being said though, this is still a very good vehicle. The acceleration is great and the speed is really good. The vehicle seats 4 players. This is a really good vehicle for teams that are primarily made of mid-game players who can't afford the more expensive vehicles. I personally don't use this vehicle as I prefer using the concept car, but I respect this vehicle a lot, so it is the 6th vehicle on this list. Next, we have the wacky, wonderful banana car. Originally, I didn't really like this vehicle and rated it pretty low on past rankings, but I've really warmed up to it recently. The vehicle is pretty fast as it has a great top speed and acceleration. It can also seat 3 people, a great vehicle for teams. This vehicle is really strange and interesting, definitely one of the most unique vehicles in the game, and it has great stats, so it comes in 5th place. In 4th place is the Torpedo. First things first, let's state the obvious. The speed of the Torpedo is absolutely incredible and remains the 2nd fastest vehicle in the entire game to this day. This vehicle is still highly sought after and demanded, players begging for it every day. With that being said though, I've never been a huge fan of it. Looks wise, I really dislike it. I think it looks incredibly basic, even by old jailbreak standards, and especially today when we have some amazing looking vehicles. Second, the insane speed makes it a bit too hard to control, and I'll gladly sacrifice some speed for easy control. However, even with these setbacks, I respect the vehicle immensely, so it comes in 4th place. After that, we have the Tumbler AKA the Arachnid. I've always really liked this vehicle and thought it is really good. I'm also a huge fan of the Dark Knight trilogy, so I have a soft spot for this vehicle. While the speed is not the greatest, it's really easy to control, so I have a lot of fun driving it around. I also really like how large it is. Overall, I fully admit that this pick is biased and the Batmobile in question isn't the greatest, but I've always loved it and it remains one of my favorite vehicles to this day. For the penultimate vehicle, we have the Volt 4x4. While I despised the old Volt bike due to how broken it was, I did really like the look of it. Converting the Volt bike into a 4x4 was a genius idea that I never even thought of, and looks wise the vehicle is absolutely amazing. The stats are also great as it has an awesome top speed and decent acceleration. Overall, the Volt 4x4 embodies what I look for in season vehicles. It doesn't need to be an amazing supercar, just look good and provide enough value to justify grinding for it. But without a doubt, the Beignet / the Bolide comes in first place. This vehicle was long requested by players, and when it was added, it exceeded my expectations. For the first time since the Torpedo, we had an actual supercar as a season prize. The stats are absolutely phenomenal, and this vehicle is great all around. It looks fantastic as well. When I'm in the urge to drive fast, I always use the Bolide. This vehicle overall is a phenomenal season prize, so it comes in number 1. With that, my latest ranking of every current season vehicle is complete. What do you think? What is your favorite season vehicle? Make sure to tell me in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Also consider joining my Discord server and Roblox group, both linked below in the description. Anyways, stay safe and have a good grind.